force swings both ways. We could reverse the particle flow through the game.
How?
We'll cross the streams.
Excuse me, Egon. You said crossing the streams was bad. Cross the streams. You're going to endanger us. You're going to endanger our client, the nice lady who paid us in advance before she became a dog.
Not necessarily. There's definitely a very slim chance we'll survive.
I love this plan. I'm excited to get part of it. Let's do it.
This job is definitely not worth another $5 a year.
See you on the other side, Ray.
It's Matty and Patty, coast to coast. Welcome to another special NBA Finals post-game edition of the Cleveland Sports Hour. We are two self-aware but unapologetic homers who spend far too much time watching, reading, and thinking about the defending 2016 NBA World Champion Cleveland Cavaliers. So if you'd like the informed, intelligent Cleveland fans' perspective on all things, you have come to the right place. From Brooklyn, this is world champion Pat McMenamin. In San Francisco, I am joined by fellow world champion Matt Yungner. Say hello, champion.
Hello, champion.
Hello.
Much better mood tonight.
Much better mood. Matty. Matty.
Yeah, I'm here.
Matty!
Pat, aren't there children sleeping in your house?
I don't give a shit. This is fucking great. Can you remind me, Matty, what was your prediction for tonight?
I thought we were going to get blown out.
Not to be petty and not to divide ourselves, but just to give credit where credit's due. Can you remind me what I predicted?
I think you said a narrow victory.
You're going to give me in particulars, aren't you? You motherfucker.
I don't know if you said narrow. I think you just said we would win.
Yeah.
I don't think you put more specificity on it than that.
Pretty sure I did. But yes. I mean, you know, like, given my superstitions, I did like the idea that I was being cocky and confident, because when I've been cocky and confident in the past, we've just lost.
Oh, I know.
This, like I said, it felt good. It's shocking as it might be. It felt pretty good.
It was a nice win. You'll get into this. It made losing the other night hurt even a little more somehow.
Yeah. But
regardless, this is a very nice win. Where do you want to go with this, Patty? Do you have an order of things you want to talk about?
I do. But I'm gonna go. So caveat, everyone. One, there's always in playoffs. There's a profanity amnesty on this. Like, you guys just understand, this is not at all safe for listening, period. Even if you're an adult, it's not safe for listening.
Yeah, not at work or around children. Just
on top of that, I'm on the East Coast. I came home after a day of work, and I dealt with the anxiety of anticipation of this game by having a glass of sake before the game. Then I had dinner, and then I had a cocktail, just because, that's what we do, a cocktail on a Friday night. Then we had dinner, a glass of wine, and then the game started. And then, so Maddie, I'm in a certain place. You're gonna have to take the wheel here. I'm gonna.
So do you want me to control the flow, Patty? Is that what you're telling me? You're giving me the keys?
If you want them, take them. I did jot down some notes of where I want to go with things, and I'll start by saying this before we get into the full thing. I've already forgot what I was going to say, so you just go. Go.
Maybe I should just take over right from the get-go.
Take over from the get-go, because I've already forgot what I was going to say. It had to be very important to say, and it's going to be exciting when I remember it. It's going to be great.
Okay, Patty, we're going to start where we always start with these things, which is the kill list.
Yes, let's go. Go.
Did your kill list change today, other than presumably including the referees? Now, I don't want to get into that big time because that's the next topic of conversation.
Too early. The referees are like the gods. You can't. They're not in the kill list. They're not in the kill.
Let's hold off on that. We'll come back to the officiating. So did your kill list change
I also think referees are not in the kill list. I think one thing we didn't talk about. I didn't send this to you yesterday because I was worried the state you were in. You were really upset.
Yes, I was upset.
It was in a bad place, and I had uncharitable interpretations of your mood, but I was not happy because win or lose, Maddie, I fucking love this team. I will defend them to the fucking death. And even if you have a legitimate criticism of their performance, I will not fucking have it. I love these guys so goddamn much. So that was explanation for my.
I love them enough to be upset with them.
My emotion, exactly. But these guys just.
Patty, you're getting off topic. What's the fuck's going on with your kill list?
My kill list, God, Maddie, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. It's been an emotional roller coaster.
I know. Who do you want to murder, though? Let's start there.
Steph Curry, number one.
Number one after this game.
Before this game. I didn't send this to you. This was coming back to.
Okay, there you are.
You know it. Yeah, sorry. I'm sorry. That's what I'm saying. You got to control
It's okay. I got my work cut out for me. I'm ready.
You got to me because I've been. This is a long day. Steph Curry, did you see this video? After KD hit that transition three in Game 3, after the greatest three-point shooter in history, Kyle Korver missed a 58% shot in the corner that would have cemented the game. KD hits that three, a transition three. Yep. What does Curry do? You know what Curry does?
I believe he squats.
He takes a simulated shit on the Cavs logo. This humble guy, that how can you not love this guy? How can you not root for this guy? This guy with pubes on his fucking face.
So Patty,
yeah,
I think you might have missed this because I think you were talking to your dad, but Curry and Durant went to the podium together, and somebody, I can't remember who, I wish I could, it wasn't a big name, asked him about that and about squatting at some point during this game today.
Ooh.
And asked him about squatting. He's like, so what was going on there? Were you just stretching or, caught some heat from doing something similar to the game before? And they got mad. Curry was like, come on, are you serious with this question? And KD told him, you're better than this. I like you generally, but you're better than asking a question like that. And they just wouldn't address it.
You know what that says to me, Maddie?
What's that, Patty?
Like, Steph Curry's taking a fucking dump on the goddamn court. He's a bitch. Yeah. Own up to it, the motherfucker. Own up to your bullshit. That's what that fucking is. What a fucking dick. What a fucking pussy fucking dick. Fucking hate that motherfucker.
How
can you root for that motherfucker? How can you root for that motherfucker?
I can't. A lot of people out here love him, though, Patty.
Have any of those motherfuckers given a single response? One fucking time. As brilliant, as thoughtful, as fucking sober, in my state, as what LeBron said yesterday.
Oh, yeah, no.
Not a fucking chance.
Not even close.
They are fucking chumps. They are a fucking bunch of kids. Fucking bunch of children.
All right, Patty. So he was your number one coming into the day. Is he number one coming out?
Yeah, fuck him. Just because fuck him. But Katie,
he's ahead of. Well, let me just throw some things out at you, Patty, and you react.
Yeah,
he's ahead of Draymond. A truly spectacular Draymond performance tonight in his terrible way. Let's not get into the double tech. We'll get into that when we talk about the refs. But the non-flagrant, apparently, hand to the face of Amon Shumpert. His performance after being ejected, and they even played Hit the Road Jack.
Yeah.
He flipped out because he thought he was leaving the game. All that. The not even reviewed.
Maddie,
Clearly,
they didn't even review the elbow to the face of the Shumpert. Did they actually did review?
They reviewed that. What they did not review was what I thought was a pretty obvious flagrant on TT.
Yes.
Later in the game, after I can't remember, Iguodala or Livingston had fouled him under the basket and sort of wrapped him up. Foul already called. Draymond goes up, lands on him, and swipes violently down at him in the ball. Didn't even review that one, which was strange.
It was identical.
Pretty gross Draymond performance.
It was identical to Kevin Love on KD, except far more violent and not playing the ball.
Yes. So that's my next one. My next one, Patty, I would just like to call Kevin Durant to your attention, both for the crybabying, I got hit in the head, please review that demand that resulted in a ridiculous flagrant one on Love, combined with jawing with LeBron after that.
Yeah.
Which was highly unusual.
And awesome.
And awesome. And really getting into it with RJ throughout the game.
RJ fucking
that
goddamn lunch tonight.
Yep. Plus, Patty, RJ blocked a 3 of his. Plus.
Mm-hmm. And knocked the ball 3 times. Awesome.
Yep. And I will also, where does Zaza Pachulia punching Amon Shumpert in the nuts and having nothing really called on him? They called the double tech on the both of them. There were some real
Maddie, if you
list performances tonight, Patty.
If you miss, it's not tech. If you miss the nuts, Draymond. The problem is Draymond is really skilled at touching dick. He's really
actually hitting it,
grabbing that dick. If he wants to grab that dick, he will grab that goddamn dick. Pachulia is a clumsy motherfucker, and so he tries to grab the dick, but he misses. So when he misses, it's not a foul. That's how it goes. That's what the rule is. That's the rule.
I gotta say, I think Zaza might have jumped up over Clay tonight for me.
Yeah, I think you might have. I agree. I mean, for me, it's easily Steph, Draymond. Draymond, obviously. I mean, Steph gets up number 1 just because of that fucking bullshit from game 3. And this is just general fucking fuckfacery. Draymond gets number 2. Katie's number 3. Number 4 for sure. Pachulia.
Right? He was pretty gross tonight.
I mean, that role player, the consummate role player. That's all he ever will be, all he ever was, and ever is. Andre Iguodala, the role player. You know that guy?
Oh, you're coming at him.
You've heard of him.
Familiar with him?
You've heard about him. He's a solid rotation guy. Kind of guy, comes off the bench and is kind of like, an okay player, good defense, horrible shooter, but athletic defense,
I'm familiar with him.
Yeah, I'm familiar with him. He just I just didn't even notice him tonight. He just wasn't even there. Just what the fuck did he do?
He was fairly ordinary tonight, I would say.
Ordinary, that's pretty generous.
Complained about a lot of fouls. I noticed that.
Well, no, that's what he does every foul. He's never fouled in his life. Ever.
Patty, who shot more free throws tonight?
Oh. No.
Well, I don't know. It's an honest question. I didn't even look before I asked it. I'll look right now.
Yeah, it's because of the first half, but the first quarter, frankly. But seriously.
Yeah, you'd think so. The Warriors shot 36 free throws. We shot 31.
Get the fuck out. Get the fuck out.
Yeah, I did know before I asked you. I just wanted to trick you.
Of course you did, but get the fuck out. Seriously? They shot more. What the fuck? The fuck?
Seriously.
The first
Durant went to the line 16 times. 16 shots, 8 times at the line
first
or whatever.
Being like, that's a lot of free throws. But I was like, I don't think any single one of those free throws was borderline at all. They were like fucking hack jobs. We were just bringing it to them. And they were hacking the shit out of us. But like, KD is getting every fucking touch foul because
he's getting a lot of
he's
calls.
a fucking stick figure. He's a fucking stick figure.
He gets a lot of calls. Does a lot of
Flailing,
reacting,
whining.
flailing.
I got hit in the head.
That hit on the head. That was one of the most babyish, flagrant fouls I've ever seen, and so mad about it too. Just an enormous baby.
I love LeBron, who is incredibly respectful and deferential to KD in saying, I love this guy. He's a great player, and I like him as a person. Like, LeBron is –
What, does he say all that?
Oh, God, yeah. Have you not heard the way he talks about KD? He's never talked about Steph or any of the fucking Warriors the way he talks about KD.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, he respects him more than he respects all those other guys. That's true.
Wow.
Except maybe Draymond. I have a sneaking suspicion he respects Draymond, actually.
He clearly does because of the I haven't watched it yet, but there's a great I watched a little bit of it, but there's this like barbershop.
The barbershop thing. Yeah, they showed a little bit of that during the game tonight.
But I started to watch a little bit of it. I was too busy at work today to watch the whole thing. As some people tweet about at work, it's like there's something kind of crazy about the fact that like LeBron's team pays Draymond so he will sit there in the barbershop and just take shit from LeBron. LeBron just trash talks the shit out of him, apparently. And that's why I still haven't seen the full thing. But I have heard, apparently Draymond asked him, like, were you faking when you got –
Were you really hurt?
On that, like, when I fouled you at the end of the –
I think somebody – I saw that part. I think somebody else asks him that. Were you really hurt when you fell down? Because Green's like, wait, what time are you talking about? And LeBron's like, when you fouled me, the last play of the game.
Yeah.
And Green's like, I don't remember. The whole thing was a blur.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
It's so crazy. Look, I can't wait to watch that. I haven't watched it yet. I don't know when I'm going to watch it. I'll watch it this weekend. But you got to look it up. I mean, I've only seen snippets. It sounds so fucking amazing. It sounds great. The fact that he's paying Draymond to sit there and take shit from him during All-Star Weekend about the finals last year. That's awesome. That's fucking awesome, man.
So, Patty, before we get off the kill list, did a guy that you and I normally like, did Steve Kerr make it on for you tonight? Any consideration for him?
I think I texted that he's back on the kill list. 100%. The way he's demonstrably going, what the fuck are you talking about for a completely obvious, horrible, offensive, like a flagrant foul? Like, you're going to come out and be –
You're talking about Draymond's forearm to Shumpert's face.
Came out so active on it that he ended up supposedly sparing Draymond because the ref – I will say this. This is not going to be fun for the team and for us and our friends and our 8 fans, our 8 listeners. I do think the ref in particular thought he was giving it to Kerr. Kerr
just said it wrong, and they never correct. I mean, everybody thought that was on Draymond. Thought it was on Draymond.
Yeah. 100%. I don't think the ref was very clear at all. I think the ref in his mind thought that he was giving it to whatchamacallit because whatever. Nah, fuck it. I take it back. I think it's bullshit. I think the ref was aware of the fact that it could have been given to either one. And when he called the foul on Draymond and realized you could see Kerr going, wait, are you fucking out of the game? What? Are you fucking out of the game? What? Like, he was so shocked, Kerr was. I can see the ref being like, fuck, this was not good. Because I will admit.
They should have just rescinded the tech on that tech, the second tech on Draymond.
Because they were right. It was not, like, that's what drives me crazy. Draymond.
Oh, that's a techable offense in my book. I was pretty upset with the announcing crew for acting like that wasn't. They should have known better. That's. No. As we talked about, Draymond has moved the Overton window so far on behavior that is impeccable or not.
They made that point later, Matt.
No, you're right. You're right. They said they let him get away with it all year. How are they going to change it now?
Look, this is not a technical foul based on what you've let pass before. He's been absurd, ridiculous, indefensible in how he talks to referees, and they let it go. You can't call it on this then. If you're going to let that fly, you can't let this fly.
So but also, let's just get into the refs now then. How does Dante Jones get teched up for jawing with KD then?
It's unfucking believable. KD,
that seemed unacceptable to me. Maybe you call. I would prefer to just let that go altogether. Maybe you call a double tech if you feel like you got to settle things down. But
unbelievable. But like what's amazing is Dante. Dante doesn't play a minute. Well, it maybe a minute in cleanup time in the finals, but
he played a couple minutes at the end there.
But he has a fucking reputation already. That's what that is. That ref missed KD because you watch the replay. Dante's just talking. He's just talking. He's not being. He's being very casual, right? He's talking, saying.
Sure looked like it to me.
Looks so casual and relaxed. KD comes in and says some fucking shit. So Dante responds in kind. And by immediate response, like the ref was way too hyper. The ref's gonna get some shit coming to him for calling that fucking tech. That escalated shit. 1. 2, the fact that they did that, and then every single crazy borderline tech thing that happened, they were like, oh shit. They sided the Warriors in this shit. You can't fucking do that. Like, unfucking believable, man.
Yeah, that stretch in the third quarter with the KD flagrant, I started to get worried that that was, and then the Draymond call, that was a very weird and not a good look for the NBA. I feel like the NBA has to make a statement about this. I mean, I was watching SportsCenter immediately afterwards, and I think Legler said that was the worst officiated game he'd seen all year. Mm-hmm. Which cannot happen in the finals.
Well,
it's just a really bad look for the NBA.
What's really weird for me, Maddie, it's weird for me because I felt like the run-of-the-mill calls for the most part, with the exception of the touch fouls and all that shit, and the Warrior players not reciprocating for Kyrie and LeBron, but the fact that they got more free throws. Holy shit! I can't fucking believe that. This is to our advantage. The way this game is officiated, with the exception of those crazy plays. Do you agree with that?
How do you mean that? Do you mean if it continues being officiated in this way?
I'm saying take the crazy technical fouls out of it. Just the basic pace of play. The basic pace of calls. What they were calling.
Assuming we play the same way, I agree with you.
That's what's our advantage. That helped the flow of our game we're trying to do. That's how I feel.
I think that's probably right.
Which is crazy because that's what drove me. I was like, I was shocked that we had more, that we had less free throws because I felt like we had more, mostly the first quarter, but
really just the first quarter.
But the way they call the game, rhythm wise, that's what I'm talking about. That helped. They gave a bunch of bullshit fucking calls on KD and Steph, and they give it to us, and fuck that. But they did call fouls. They were calling tight fouls. Calling tight fouls fucking helps us way more than it helps them. Because they foul the shit out of us and we don't. That's what the fuck comes down to. If they're calling tight game, that fucking helps us every fucking time. Because they foul. They are not that good in defense. They're good in defense, but they foul the fuck out of everyone. That's what their defense is. We play good defense, and we get called for bullshit. Fine. I will take tightly called games over letting them play.
So you're not.
I think it's for advantage.
Are you overall not aghast at the refs, or you're saying they were terrible, but if the next crew called it similarly, but fixes the things they need to fix? I mean, even the one they pointed out that was right, it didn't end up mattering because we turned the ball right back over again. Yeah. But that play where it was a should have been a backcourt vialation on Kyrie. He dribbled the ball off his foot, and they just.
I was actually happy we turned it over. I was like, oh, Jesus Christ, that was. It was. Do you have those moments where you're just like, Jesus, like I don't want to get this point here. Like I feel bad with the.
No, I know what you mean.
It's like fuck. When they turned it over immediately, I was like, that feels good. That feels good. It feels good because that was a fucking horrible call. Not these guys were generally terrible, yes. But the flow of it helped us, is what I'm trying to say. If that makes sense.
I also loved seeing a Warriors team that still loses their composure.
Oh yeah.
Which it really felt. I never felt like the Cavs lost their composure in this game.
Not at all. Holy shit, Matt. Speaking of composure, what did you predict for this game?
Blowout loss.
Why? Why did you pick a blowout loss? I'm not trying to pick on you. I'm just trying to get to
understand why? I just felt like the mentality of you lose a really tight game like that to a very good team.
Understandable.
And you'd come back and it's just the natural thing to have a letdown.
100%.
And not get up for it.
100%.
Yeah, they got way up for this game.
Holy shit, did they? I want to get into the major keys here, Matty. Let me skip ahead. Meaning, let's get to the keys first, and we'll talk about what actually mattered. Because I think we know what mattered. 3-point shooting. But the 5 keys, let me just review them briefly. And then we'll do a check. Matty, I'll say each one, and you say a check, okay?
Okay.
Or a no, okay?
Yeah, I'm with you.
Yeah, Family Feud style. All right. LeBron has to be magnificent.
Yes, I would say LeBron was magnificent.
Check. Kyrie has to be magnificent.
Yes, I would agree. Kyrie was magnificent.
Yeah. TT has to be magnificent.
Yes, TT was pretty freaking good.
Kevin Love has to be magnificent. Or has to be good. Is what I think you put.
Kevin Love, yes is the short answer. I just want to tell you what he was today. 7 of 14 from the field, 6 of 8 from 3-point range. Only 5 boards, but 2 steals, a block. Yeah, Kevin Love was good.
Check. Also, what I call regression to the mean, which is the name of this podcast tonight. Regression to the mean, Matty.
Yes, I would say that we shot 53.3% from 3-point range, and they shot 28.2.
Regression to the mean, my friend. That's what's happening.
Yes, both sides.
Cavs make Steph work on D.
Yeah, I would say yes. I would say they got physical with him in general throughout the game. I think they made him work.
100%. That fucker deflated.
And Steph Patty was 4 of 13 from the field, 2 of 9 from 3-point range.
Yep.
5 boards, 10 assists, but still.
It's not regression to the mean. That is him being worked. That is him being bodied.
He had a game worse minus 25 plus minus in 38 minutes.
Love that. Bait KD and Steph into ISO ball.
I don't know if that really happened. I'm trying to remember. I would say
I feel like
no.
I have KD. I feel like I have a lot with KD. One, KD had a lot of ISO shots, and he missed a lot of ISO shots. He made a lot of ISO shots too. He played great. But
KD Patty was 9 of 22 from the field, 2 of 9 from 3.
Ooh.
He was 15 of 16 from the line, which is how he really got his 35 points. He was a second worst minus 22 for the game in 39 minutes.
Honestly, I think most of KD's shit happening in ISO. I think we baited KD into ISO. That's 100% what happened. 100%. Steph, I don't feel like he got a lot of shots out of rhythm. Or in rhythm, excuse me. He got most of his shots on, like, just trying to shake guys off, one-on-one. I think that worked. I think that more or less is more of a yes than a no, for sure.
Okay.
What I feel. All right. Win the possession battle.
So, I'll tell you right now, the Warriors had turnovers was not bad. The Warriors had 12. I think we had 11. Yep.
Huh.
And the Warriors, I believe, actually out-rebounded us.
Wow.
No, we had 41. They had 40. But they had 16 offensive rebounds. We just had 11. So they missed a lot. They missed a lot more. I mean, we didn't miss.
Right.
So we didn't have a lot of opportunities for offensive rebounds. They had quite a number of opportunities for offensive rebounds. So,
all right.
I think that sort of goes with that.
So we lost.
I mean, we took 87. We took 87 shots. They took 87 shots. They shot 36 free throws. We shot 31. So
no is the answer.
We shot better than them.
Yeah. And that gets down to the bottom line, right? The bottom line is we hit our threes.
Sort of feels that way, doesn't it? And they didn't. Importantly, they didn't.
Yep. Well, it's weird. We usually hit, what was the percentage tonight?
Ours was 53.3%, I believe.
Theirs
was 28 something.
That shocked me. It still felt like they hit a lot of 3-pointers tonight. Especially with a hand.
They hit 11.
I mean, that's not terrible. That was a lot of 3-pointers to hit in the game. But
not appreciably, not for them.
Not when we're hitting 25, but or 24. How many we hit? How many?
24. We tied our record.
Did we tie the record for 3-pointers in a game period tonight?
I think we tied the playoff record, right?
I think the playoff record was the record.
Oh, maybe you're right. I think you're right.
Pretty sure. That's amazing.
I think you're right.
Like that was part of me was thinking this, by the way, during the middle of the game. We had the most points in a quarter, 1. Most points in a half, 2. Most 3-pointers hit in a game in the finals. All these finals records, 3. If we had lost that game, I wouldn't have been that upset. I would have been upset because I don't want him to have the undefeated.
What would you have? You just would have said what? What are you going to do? This team's better than us.
I would have said, dude, we set 3 fucking finals in a sweep. Sorry, we set 3 second finals records in a sweep. This is fucking ridiculous. Like, this is an all-time great team being beat by an all-time great team. Yeah. But what I love about this is on top of the fact that we won the game, it takes less attention. It takes attention away from this team. Like, there's a guy.
Yeah, I mean, Patty, we have eliminated all the worst outcomes.
We have. Thank you. I was saying this to my dad earlier tonight. Before we podcast, we eliminated all the worst outcomes. Now all of it's on them. They got to clinch now. They've got the possibility of blowing a 3-0 lead, plus blowing a second 3-1 lead. I like our position. I
mean, I don't know. You still got to think we're in deep doo-doo, which is which makes losing the other night so painful. I'd feel so good if this was 2-2 coming off these 2 games. I would feel amazing.
Completely.
But they're telling me there's a chance, Patty.
I'm saying there's a chance, Matty. Saying there's a chance. I mean,
so I mean, I think that's our takeaway then, right? It really feels like we hit our shots, and if we're either going to hit our shots or not, or they're going to hit their shots, and it's a total crapshoot. I don't know.
What was the shooting percentage for the game? Do you have that?
for both teams for the game?
Yeah.
Sure. We were 53.3 from 3-point range and slightly worse, 52.9 overall. So non-threes, we shot 22 of 42.
Okay.
For the game, they were 28.2 from 3-point range, 44.8 overall.
See, that's my point. They were 44% from the field. Not great.
Almost 45.
But
Not
good,
great for them at all.
But good, right?
Good for a normal team.
Right.
I would not say particularly good for them.
No. But this what I'm getting at is I felt like our gameplay at game 3 was good. There's a good game plan. We just didn't hit shots. And we would have won that fairly easily if we just hit some of the shots.
And you feel like we've stumbled upon something, perhaps.
That's my thing. And I always said, like, games 1 and 2, we didn't have to, be close. We had to have a path to victory. I still think we found the path to victory in game 2. We proved it in game 3, except that we didn't hit our fucking shots. And, we demonstrated that in game 4, that we did hit our shots, and so we blew them fuck out. But the problem at the end of the day is we're now down 3-0.
Yep. It just leaves us so vulnerable to them, to anything, a crazy something happening, them just having a bonkers game.
I mean, they've already had those bonkers games, right?
Yeah.
Game 2 and game 3, so there's that. But it leaves no room for error. It leaves no room for error. There's all this you can do. You just gotta believe, and you just gotta believe that these phony, corny motherfuckers can't prevail. That's all you can believe. And if they do, then the NBA is a fucking bullshit league, man.
Do you think there's any chance that Zaza gets a penalty for the swing at Shumpert's groin?
Nah.
Nothing? No repercussions?
None. No, that shit went to the league tonight. Nothing happened. Nothing.
That's true. That was disappointing to me.
I mean, if anything, Matt, this helps us. We got fucking hosed. Like, every single horrible decision went against us. Then Warriors fans might complain, and rightfully so, that we had some bullshit calls here and there. Fine. That's run-of-the-mill shit. The really serious shit that happened was...
Yeah, I think all went their way, right?
Not in our favor. And that's got to show up. Like, you can say refs don't know that. Don't pay attention to that. And they are professionals. They are professionals. I agree. Professionals recognize when shit has fucking been wrong. That I think it can only help us.
Man. So, God, I don't know what to expect. I saw that Jason Lloyd tweeted out after the game that what time they're leaving for San Francisco tomorrow, and he was like, "We will be at this particular bar, which is like an Irish piano bar, by 10:15." I sort of want to go hang out there tomorrow night to try to run into those guys.
Wait. Get the fuck out. Wait, you're saying Jason Lloyd said we're going to be at a bar in San Francisco at 10:15?
He said, we'll be here by 10:15. And I don't know if it was a little jokey, but I sort of got the sense that that's really where they're going to go. It's like him and Joe Varden and McMiniman. Players aren't going to be there. I think I got to go, right?
I will never forgive you in life if you don't go to this place and tell David Meneman that you know Pat Meneman, who tweeted him once. And I'm sure he'll remember because, like, I'm a very important person.
Of course.
No, seriously, you gotta go to that fucking bar. You kidding me?
No, I think so. That's what I was just telling you. I think I gotta go.
You think? You think?
I gotta go, Patty.
There's no question about this. You 100% have to go. You have to call me when you're there because I want to talk about it. Jesus Christ, this is amazing.
I hope they really go.
I will be furious if they don't go. Not that they'll do anything, but oh my God, that's awesome.
Right? I looked it up right away. I was like, oh yeah, I know that bar. Great bar.
Because also, I'm fairly certain that I really am related to David Meneman. I mean, aside from the last name.
What, you guys sort of look alike, you think?
It's hard to explain because, like, you don't have a full
Is this just
cousins and stuff like that. Like, doesn't make Meneman look. If that makes sense.
I just said you guys sort of look alike.
Yeah. Oh, I thought you were questioning it. You think we look alike?
I mean, a little. You're, you know,
He might look
the Irish-looking white motherfuckers. I don't know.
more like Brendan than I do because of his nose. But
No, Brennan's clearly Italian.
yeah, and
Brennan's people were clearly discriminated at one point in this country in a way that's different than yours were discriminated against.
Excuse me? You're trying to say Italians were discriminated against more than Irish were?
In a different way.
Mm.
You disagree? Well, we're getting far afield now. I will go. I will have a conversation with Dave McMenamin that references you specifically, and I'll ask him who he's related to.
Fair enough. Don't tell him that I think you're a Dago Wop sympathizer.
No, I don't think I'm going to use any of those words.
That's why I just said.
I hope nobody's listening right now, honestly.
I can find out. Hold on. Let me log back into my screen.
Things have taken a turn.
Maddie, no one is listening to us. No one.
Okay.
No one is
fine.
right now. And frankly, because of my horrible internet connection, I won't be able to actually upload this tomorrow. So it'll take until Monday to upload this to the internet.
Good.
Well, except that this will exist on YouTube, so you'll have that. Anything else to say, Maddie, before we sign off?
I'm with you, Patty. I like this team a lot. I take back how upset I was the other night. I really was upset, but you know that's what happens sometimes. I really wish we'd gotten that one because I'd love to beat this team, but I think we took away the sweep, mitigated some of the best team ever talk, I think, and most importantly, there's still a shot here, and it would be an amazing story if we could pull it off. Obviously, so let's keep this thing rolling.
I believe JR already said tonight to some reporter who asked, 3-1. Ain't nowhere we ain't. Sorry, I'm so drunk.
Try again, Patty.
Ain't nowhere we ain't been before. Is what he said to the reporter. God damn, I love fucking JR.
JR is the best.
I really wish he hadn't pretended that he was hacked when he said Caps in 7.
Yeah.
I wish that, you know, honestly, even if we lost tonight, all time, testing that. That's just fucking awesome. Tweeting that.
Yeah.
Great, man.
JR is fabulous. He's got a very special place in my heart forever.
Oh, one side note. LeBron's self alley-oop.
Oh, yeah.
Holy shit.
That was wild. Sort of busted play that just turned into that.
On top of the fact that I honestly forgot whether that was a legal play or not.
Yeah.
Did you?
It took me a second.
I was like, it hit the rim. Is that? Can you throw yourself past? I guess because usually it's the throw of the pass, as Kyrie demonstrated in his disrespect to the Raptors. He threw a pass off the backboard to LeBron. Obviously, that's an okay pass. I've never seen a self pass backwards.
I feel like I remember Kobe doing it now, although it might have been in an All-Star game. I feel like they just let.
And again,
like
to point out, like we scored more points in the half in an NBA Finals game against one of the best defenses in the world, right? Ever in history. We scored more points in the half than the fucking All-Star team.
Yeah.
All-Star team where no one plays goddamn defense.
Yeah. It was, my concern there, Patty, is that's an indication of what it's going to take for us to continue winning games in this series. And I don't think we're going to shoot 53.3%.
Agreed.
From three.
Well, two things. One shows how good this fucking team actually is. One. Two, how insanely good the Warriors have played for 4 straight games. The fact they scored 68 points against that onslaught is unbelievable. Like that was why I was so fucking nervous. They scored 68 points. That's the same number of points to score.
Oh, yeah.
And we were not. Jesus Christ, man. So I still feel good about Game 5 only because, yes, they shot lower on 3-pointers. Fair enough. At the same time, man, they played really well tonight. They played really well for 4 straight games. This might have been their worst game, and it was an amazing game. And they scored like 116 points.
Yes.
I think they can play worse. I still think there's a chance. Not like they can play amazing for one more game and then we're fine, right? Like that's the whole thing about these small sample sizes. It can all happen. But holy shit, we've been on the wrong side of that for a long time. So we'll see how long it can last. It can last another game, for sure. If it lasts another game, shit
then
is
who knows?
Man, they got the fucking pressure on them. Katie starts getting a little more nervous. And Katie gets nervous, you know what it looks like, right?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. There's a chance, Patty.
There's a chance. The worst outcomes are gone. The chance is still there. We had a great moment. We feel good. I'm drunk. I don't know what to say, Matty.
I think that's it. I think you should go to bed, Patty.
Really?
You got a big day tomorrow.
Big day tomorrow. Last weekend in Brooklyn.
I know.
Cavs fans, Matty and Patty fans, even Sports Hour fans. It will always be coast to coast. Well, as long as you were on the West Coast, Matty. But it's very soon going to be no Brooklyn affair. I'm going to be moving up to Westchester. I'm going to be doing the suburb move. It's a little weird, Matty.
Well, most importantly, your internet should finally fucking work. So,
Jesus Christ, that'll be a good thing.
I think it'll be. It's a win for everybody. I think.
Yeah. Getting out of this concrete canyon.
Yes.
All right. That does it for the Cleveland Sports Hour. Until next time, which is Monday night. This is Matt and Patty saying.